He's
This one.
Stephen King. Everything's
Eventual. It's just 14 short stories, and I enjoyed the crap out of them.
Stephen King. Everything is Adventual. By Stephen King.
Bye, future Steven.
Peace out, man.
You might listen to this in February.
Hopefully, I'll listen to it at some point when Keg uploads it. Not any pressure, Keg.
Pressure keg.
It is a charity when you do so.
Yeah.
Pressure keg.
I like my kegs under pressure.
I feel bad saying, like, my problem with Stephen King is that he writes from a very male perspective, and then in the next sentence being like, my favorite Stephen King novel is Carrie. But I think that like also kind of sums it up, because when he chooses to do women, he does it. He can do it really well.
Yeah.
And it's just like not consistent.
I was not mature enough to handle that sentence.
Me neither, honestly. As it came out, I was like, hey.
I recently read a book that was written about a female protagonist by a man. He did not do a very good job. It was a fun read, but like
what was the book?
under the bed.
Totally done.
Not bed, under the this thing. The book was Artemis by Mark Watney, or not Mark Watney, by the guy who wrote the Mark Watney book.
I was about to say,
Weir.
like, Artemis Fowl?
Yeah.
Andy Weir, who wrote The Martian,
I enjoyed it.
wrote Artemis.
Yeah.
That was a fun read, but he went from like writing about this like tongue-in-cheek, smart, funny white guy stuck on Mars to a like used to be Muslim, is now no longer Muslim, young Saudi Arabian woman living on the moon. And
Not inherently yikes, but something about that sounds
which
yikes.
is cool, and but the way he wrote her was just cringy. I'm like, dude, have you ever interacted with a woman? Or are you just trying to like appeal to something that you don't know about? She wasn't like, it wasn't like sexist. She wasn't like I don't know, repressed
over-sexualized or anything?
She was over-sexualized, yes.
Yeah.
But not in a terrible way. It was kind of tongue-in-cheek, like he knew what he was poking at there way.
Well, to be fair, female writers do it too. I forget what book I read when I was really young, but there was like, it was like about a girl who went missing. Like it's like she sees her face on the milk carton, like as a missing child, and like the opening chapter of the book is like I admired my naked body and like ran my fingers all over myself, and I was like, what the fuck? No, who does this? Like I had to like do a quadruple check that a dude hadn't written it, and her name was Caroline B. Cooney, and she totally wrote this book, and I was like, what the fuck?
Anyway,
sorry.
Chuck Tingle. That's what I was thinking of.
Chuck Tingle!
Chuck Tingle?
Okay, never mind. We'll talk about it during break.
Dinosaur porn. Gay dinosaur porn. Alright, who wants to catch that?
Ooh, my Tingle.
I did not take notes, apparently.
Gargoyles.
so we are trying to escape the gargoyles by like going downstairs, and we're sneaking across the courtyard. But whoever's in the back ended up making noise. I think it was Pitt.
It was Pitt.
It was definitely Pitt.
Yes. So we all rush into the kitchen, which is like the next room, and try to like shut the gargoyles out, but we can't shut them out because they're blocking the door. So we let them in and like bum rush one, and then more are coming. So I led us into the only door that I heard CG describe, which unfortunately was a door into the cellar. Now we are stuck in the cellar. And I tried to metagame the map, and it was not a good decision because where I thought there might be a secret door that CG had hidden up not very carefully with a post-it note was actually just nothing.
I would have gotten a new piece of paper.
Yeah.
I'm a little insulted.
But we did send.
I just was trying to like pitch you cabbage ball. Is that the phrase? Pitch you like an easy one to
Give
knock
me
out
like a
of the park.
softball or
Yes.
a soft throw. Yeah.
Yes.
Pitch you cabbage.
Cabbage pitch, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't that?
As opposed to a
It's the thing that they do as kids.
Or like drunk adults. We'll go play cabbage ball. Yeah. Just like chuck it so that everyone can hit it and just knock them out of the park all the time. If
That
you
sounds
can,
like fun.
you stay sober enough to hit
Sounds
the
like a
ball.
club. Like Cabbage Pitch Kids.
Yeah.
This is the next Sandlot. We're gonna.
Anyway,
do it,
so
guys.
that was my quick.
When we sent Telltale out to like.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
To tail.
That
and
was
tell.
my quick,
Yeah.
90-second catch up without having to dive into a play-by-play. If anyone wants to play-by-play the coolest moment, we can.
There was some cool moments.
We shoved the gargoyle out the door. That was cool.
When we like catch its like its claw in there and like.
Oh yeah.
I blasted it when it was caught in the door.
Yeah.
Blasted it.
So that's like a teamwork play by play.
Yeah.
Just a good old fashioned.
Sometimes
blast.
Bullard does remind me of Danny DeVito's character from It's Always Sunny. So I just started blasting.
Are we on session 22?
Probably. Let me check. I didn't look at my notes while I was catching us up because I wanted to do it from memory. Let you know what's stuck. Jaw feel.
I
Yeah.
feel.
This is
Jaw
22.
feel? Jaw feel?
Jaw definitely feel.
Jaw definitely feel.
Jaw definitely feel.
I don't know what that's from,
Me
but
either.
I don't remember.
I've been quoting it from
Yeah.
pop culture for years.
Jah means God in like
It's from like a movie.
Rasta-esque culture, so.
I think it's
Jaman.
from like a SNL skit or
Probably.
Andy Samberg movie.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, we lubricating?
What is his what is
Lubing up.
Telltale looking at? There's two of them up there. I
Oh,
think.
yeah, so there's
Prost.
so...
To the most. Sledge. Sorry.
What?
Just different
Oh, okay.
toasting mechanisms.
You know that thing where you hear a word in a different language and your brain's like, I will mangle this into an English word? And so my
Yeah.
brain was just like, what, dude? Sledge? What about sledge?
What do the French say?
Salut.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Salud is Spanish though, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
all.
SALUT is
Oh,
French. I think.
salute.
Salute.
That's annoying. Alright, anyway.
It's
CG.
almost like it all comes from the same language.
And like all the Eastern European ones
That
look
would
the
be
same
so
too.
romantic.
Yeah, well done.
Nice.
I don't know. You know where I was?
Funny
Out.
monsters
If
back
you guys
in
go to
time.
pharmacy, if you go to pharmacy, the burger joint
I've
in
been
town,
meaning to go there.
there's a little sign there with all the different languages, the little cheers. So if you see that,
Cheers.
Take a pic.
Picture.
Alright, we are not ready to play D&D apparently.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Can we take a deep breath? Can you make us do that?
Everyone take a deep breath. I'm going to find some mood music. Because
Mood
that seems
music.
to really just be how we hit our stride. Fuck you. Alright, breathe out.
I
Everybody take a breath in again.
I couldn't hold my breath.
Smart ass.
No, it was literally I choked while I was trying to hold my breath and I feel really bad.
And let out. And lubricate if you must do so. So I did like a soft restall of Windows, and all my password managers are not in my browser and are not in Edge because fuck Edge, and I don't know the password to anything.
you know your master.
Google.com.
Well, it's, yeah, I know. I have my master password.
But are you using Google Password Manager or are you using
I'm
LastPass?
using LastPass.
Yeah.
Um,
If you have your master password,
I
just,
have it, but I just don't feel like installing it on Edge because I'm about to like reset my computer.
Yeah. Do you have it on your phone?
I know that happened a while ago. Oh, Big loved it.
Do you have LastPass on your phone?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. So anything
I'm
you
just
need,
lazy.
just yeah.
I'm just that's just a lot of
I'm
extra
sorry.
steps.
I'm not trying to make you
No,
seem
no, I
lazy.
know.
I'm just like, these are the things Kagan thinks of.
No, I know it's your job. Emily like broke the computer over the weekend, and I was like, "Did you turn it off and on again? Did you do this?
Closest I
Did
could
you do
get.
this? Did you do this?
Beauty.
Did you fix it? I'm like, this is my job."
Just watch the IT crowd, like the first episode, and then that's all you need to know. But
Maybe
the
there
one
were
that
more
posted-
things involved in turning it on.
Right.
Were you the one who posted the meme about the
Hey, this
doctors?
is D&D.
You have until I can pull up the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
Doctors.
So go quick.
You can't just use Google to learn your profession, and then it's the IT department.
I didn't post that, but if you see that again, I want it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that is literally my job. That is my job.
I want that white hot meme.
I'm like surprisingly proficient at SQL, and it's all Google.
There was something I was going to say, but I didn't say because we were trying to play D&D. No, I can't remember.
Also, this is my last off topic, and then it's all out of my system. Did you guys know that there's a Lord of the Rings musical?
Yeah.
No.
In London?
I didn't know, and it is something else.
You saw it?
Oh wait, no, this must not be.
I would like to see this.
I found it on YouTube.
Oh, wonderful.
We'll watch it at the break.
We also have to talk about Chuck Tingle at the break.
We
it's,
do.
It's important.
And I have to have my rant about Patrick Rothfuss and his stupid
Okay.
masturbatory
Yeah.
dude fest.
Isn't there like a NASCAR driver with Dingle or something? I know there's a Dick Trickle.
Oh, sorry, what?
I'm pretty sure there's a Dick Trickle.
Why wouldn't you go by Richard?
Because you're a NASCAR driver.
But your name is Dick Trickle?
I'm pretty sure.
It's fun at that point.
Look,
I
yeah,
guess.
no, honestly,
I'm
like,
not sure if it's.
I can see every man in the South going,
Dick
man,
Trickle.
that Dick Trickle, he's got a weird name, but that man
Yeah,
can drive.
Leroy Trickle.
If I love Dick Trickle, that could
Leroy Jenkins!
Oh, God.
There's some in chat.
I'll be goddamned if I don't have a Leroy Jenkins character one day.
Yeah, that's fair. Are you just like double Fallout today? Nice, well done. Okay. So,
nice.
if you guys will recall, the sort of ending scene we had was as the 5, 6 of you, whatever, huddle in the cellar trying to formulate a plan. The two, or Tail Tattle is outside the door keeping watch invisibly as two gargoyles turn, I think, to listen to Pit crying out in the cellar, and in the moment they move, they're visible, and so Tattle reports at least two gargoyles, and it's still in the kitchen. I'll remind you that gargoyles are, if they stand still, they're indistinguishable from stone around them. So there's some like funky carvings that weren't there before that you may know, don't remember. As far as in the cellar, I'll remind you guys you're in a, I think like probably a 10 or 15 by 20 room. It's small and packed with long-term foodstuffs that are probably mostly dust at this point. Although there's some pickle jars that look like they might still be useful, and maybe some rum that hasn't gone fully off. Yes.
Yeah, wait, didn't we talk about like throwing like
Yes,
Molotov
we did
cocktails?
talk about making a Molotov cocktail. But that is where we ended, and that is where I will leave it to you guys.
I would have brought rum if I remembered.
I mean, it might have been some other liquor. I don't really remember. I didn't write that part down.
Rye whiskey.
Yeah, there's some rye whiskey down there in barrels.
So I think that, well, sorry, I need to talk more quietly.
Uh-huh.
What?
Shut, Pit, be quiet. So I think that, well, first off, I think that Dustin needs to slide those chips under the table so I can get some.
I got you, bro.
But I think that,
Grandsons.
we need to, we're not going to sneak our way out of this, right? Unless we can cause some sort of distraction, like,
Perhaps. Tail Tattle might be able, I don't know. Like,
some sort of distraction, like outside in the courtyard. I don't think that we're going to be able to like sneak out of this. I can, do some things, but I need to be able to see the spaces that I'm going to cast illusions in. So if we can't sneak out, if Tail Tattle's not able, I think might have to fight our way out, which is going to be kind of dangerous.
that was precarious.
Can Tail Tattle interact with things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Tail Tattle is like an actual
I mean,
creature.
is it invisible or is it casting invisibility?
It is invisible.
Okay,
And-
that's a feature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it stay invisible even if it
No.
interacts?
The second that it needs to take something that would involve an action, it's like invisibility in Oblivion. The second that you try to do shit,
Right.
it's not Chameleon where you can just crank that shit to 100 and not play the game.
Yeah.
So like theoretically, he could like appear and be like, "Oh, hey, you found me," and then like run out the door and hopefully.
like
follow.
Shiogora. Anyways, no.
Wabbajack.
I was thinking in character. So he can find some mushrooms outside.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Pit, roll Constitution check.
Yes. Yes, he could.
Woohoo!
That was very Mario-esque of you.
That was very Mario.
4.
Oh dear. You guys, all of you hear a low grumbling sound that's definitely coming from Pit's stomach, and you feel a little
I take a
funky.
step backwards. And I use my mage hand to put a hand on his shoulder from a distance. Are you okay?
There.
No.
Oh. I don't think you need any mushrooms.
I definitely need
I
mushrooms.
don't think you need mushrooms. I think you need... I don't know.
Beano.
Yeah. I was gonna say Tums, but that doesn't exist on this one.
It sure does,
Tums exists. You need some.
but it's not. It's just a
It's an expensive cantrip to learn.
yes.
Tom.
Yes.
Dum 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 dum. It's the somatic or the verbal component.
The material component is snake oil.
Yeah.
So our
No, it's
options-
just chalk.
So the options are we stay in here, die, be little pansies, go out there and fight them. Should be tough, but would be really fun. Or tail tattle, Cass does this thing and distracts him.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that'll work, but I mean, I'm just like I'm running out of because like I was ready to fight him, upstairs, but then we barred all of the doors and hid down here, so
How about
I'm getting really
let's-
mixed signals right now.
How about let's have your tail tattle buddy try to distract him, and we
Okay.
run upstairs.
Yeah, I don't.
Let's just go
yeah.
for it.
And if we have to fight, we have to fight. But
Fight,
let's
fight.
try not to fight first.
2 things. One, more important to the actions ahead. Aren't the stairs not completely functionally there?
Yeah, that is correct, and most of them are gone.
Most of the
crap,
stairs
yeah,
are
yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
And secondly, can I use lay of hands on Pit and then get rid of this ailment?
Yeah, sure.
Word.
I don't.
Pit touches himself to get rid of the
No,
mushrooms.
he flagellates himself.
Oh, does he?
He
Unfortunately.
beats his
Where?
meat.
Specific meat is he eating?
Oh no.
What?
I asked specifically which
One of his
meat-
2
which meat
doms,
was
man.
eating.
He has
No, he
2
would normally
dogs?
like
One of them is
Indian
plant-based.
sunburn.
Indian sunburn the arm kind of thing.
Yeah, that would get
Tenderize.
that would get the meat dishes flowing.
Ew.
Same action.
All right, thank you for that demonstration.
Negative inspiration to ye.
Now we're all thinking about Aiden masturbating.
Wait, that's not what I was
No,
thinking about.
Really?
I
What
was
was this then?
I was thinking pit masturbating.
Well, he's got a large lance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like bulky.
It was the
armor,
hand,
like-
the hand movements for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is all recorded.
I'm
Unfortunately,
flattered.
it's gross. No, that's not.
Cat can technically cut this part out.
He won't.
No, he's a man of integrity.
Oh yeah, sure. That's
And
right.
how are we gonna fill our podcast full of dick jokes if we're not talking about Indian rug burns on your penis?
That's true.
I will not.
Thank you. That was the joke I was trying to get through.
I will not snip the tip.
We're gonna do perform a circumcision in this.
Stop
cellar
it.
of this
Stop
gargoyle
it. Stop it.
haunted house.
All right, back to trying to get out of here.
I will kill you all.
These stairs are quite creaky. And there's not many of them left.
How tall is it?
You pole vaulted down in your lance, so it's
How big it was? Like,
It's
like 7
only
feet.
10
I think,
feet,
I think
yeah.
it's 10 feet at max.
Okay.
I think 7 seems right. But
So
I
we
could
just
be
we
imagining
give
that.
somebody a boost, and then we
you're gonna have to toss me.
Wait, can't you? Hey,
could give people a
Bullard,
boost.
can you cast that stone thing? And can you elevator us up? Remember, didn't you have the thing with the Majackeries?
Oh,
Remember that little spell?
Tensor's floating disc.
Yeah.
How far does it float off the ground?
3 feet.
I mean,
Which
that's
is enough to give you some
Cuts
arm
it down.
break. But give me 1 second, and I'm going to crack my spell book.
Oh, gross.
so that I can
Wait,
figure
you're
out.
also touching yourself? What's that sound, bro?
Well, I'm wetting my fingers so
Gee,
I can
it's
flip
dark
the
down
pages
there.
of my
in
book.
the corner.
I'm flipping the pages of my book, okay?
Well, that's what we're called. That's what the kids call it these days.
Flipping pages of his book.
I mean, honestly, I'm flipping.
I need to make sure that you can stand on it. I don't know if you can stand on it.
A book?
I think it can take 100 pounds.
You could definitely stand on a book.
If it's
This spell creates a circular, horizontal plane of force, 3 feet diameter and 1 inch thick, that floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The disc remains for the duration and can hold up to 500 pounds. If more weight is placed on it, the spell ends and everything on the disc falls to the ground. The disc is immobile while you are within 20 feet of it. If you move more than 20 feet away from it, this disc follows you so that it remains within 20 feet of you. It can move across uneven terrain, up or down stairs, slopes, and the like, but can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more. For example, the disc can't move across a 10-foot deep pit, nor could it leave such a pit if it was created at the bottom. If you move more than 100 feet away from the disc, typically because it can't move around an obstacle to follow you, the spell ends.
A deep pit.
Can we just... I don't know if this is in-game or out-of-game. Can we use it to go up the stairs? Like, is the gap in the stairs?
No,
big
because
enough?
you can't get 20 feet.
I have to drag it 20 feet, but I could put it underneath the stairs.
Yeah.
And I'm within 20 feet of it at that point.
So then you'd only have to
And
get.
then I can go up the stairs, and the rest of you tall people can step up on it like a step.
Indeed.
Yeah, we can do that. Just give me like 10 minutes.
And I sit.
Sure. There's a lot of flipping pages in 10 minutes.
Curse sound.
I also have while he's casting the ritual. Would you like me to go first? Just like
I'm focused.
get up there.
He's focusing. Let me interrupt him.
Anybody? So I can just teleport up there.
Oh, goodness.
You can teleport?
Yes.
Alone?
Yes. I don't think I can take anybody with me. If somebody who has the spellbook open wants to look up Misty Step, because I forgot.
No, you're alone on this step.
Oh, do I not have my player's handbook on me?
You can borrow mine if you want.
No, it's okay. Thank you.
What's Misty Step? It's a wall.
Misty Step.
Misty Step is.
Briefly
name of our
surrounded by a
next
silvery
NPC.
mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. So yeah, it's just me. And I'm not actually teleporting, I'm silver misting.
Cool.
Which is why it's called Misty Step.
So are you misting up there?
Well, I was asking what people thought of like me going first. We're still trying the distraction, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a little bit more. Not a whole thing. Okay, so while he's concentrating, I'll see if the distraction works, and if it doesn't work, then, we have options. Okay.
I'm in the dust, bro.
So yeah, walk me through what the distraction's gonna be.
So, I don't know. Tail Tattle's gonna decloak and say something feisty in Irish, and then, try to...
Potatoes!
He can open doors and shit. So he was gonna try to open the door and fly out, and then if they follow him out the door, then I'm gonna dematerialize him, and then rematerialize him in the room.
All right, sounds good. I can make you roll for him, right?
Yes, I think so.
Just I'm not done. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not a command or a promise. It's
One-
just double checking.
One brief interruption. I remembered the thing that I forgot that I wanted to say earlier. Did we finish that bag of popcorn last week?
Nope, it's right here.
Oh, hell yeah. That means that we don't have to worry about finishing these chips. Because we're all really snacky right now.
Yeah.
And also, my food's also probably defrosted. If you were like.
Well, we're going to eat that at break.
Okay. Sorry.
Second breakfast.
These are also going under the table.
What's the joke? Second breakfast. I don't get it. I know you don't.
We walk till nightfall.
Can I have a look?
I don't know.
Let's go on to the
Alright.
stage for it. For the...
Huh, I want to know what you're. Okay. Alright, so, walk me through what Tailtown does. I know you told me what you were going to do, but now.
He appears and goes, "Dang it, yellow-livered, pickled-bellied stone fuckers.
Okay. The gargoyles absolutely respond to that one.
Yeah.
And they pull themselves from the wall and look around for the source of this angry Irish
Yeah.
pipsqueak.
Yeah.
And when they get a light on Tail Saddle, they you can like hear the radar sensors beeping.
Yeah.
So he has a second to decide how he's gonna get out of this situation.
He's opening the door that was he like invised over to the door.
Okay, which door? The
Uh,
6, I think. 6.
with probably back to the courtyard, I guess.
Okay. There is a whole other part of the castle that's not explored.
Where do we access that from?
The other doors. Like there's 3 doors here and 3 doors here.
Okay, yeah, the doors that we've already come through,
Okay.
right, is where I want to lead him back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to be clear, since we forgot that part existed also.
Cobblestone.
That's
And now
cool.
sit flat
Ah.
under the table.
All right. So he opens the door and shoots out.
Well, he stands there for a second and is like, "Yeah, I'm talking to you, you daft stone-faced piles of shite."
You
I don't
daft
know.
punk.
I'm waiting for you
Yeah.
to say Ninny Muggins, and I don't know why.
You daft stone ninny muggins.
Thank you. 'Tis the season. The gargoyles smell mysteriously of beef and cheese.
Mm.
Uh,
smell like beef and cheese. And not the good kind.
so Tail Tattle
Bad
has.
beef and cheese.
So he leads them out into the courtyard, and does he disappear instantly, or does he like lead them on a merry little chase?
If he gets, like,
Does he lure them with Lucky Charms?
So his flying speed is not, like, amazingly fast, so
Yeah.
they will catch up to him, but before that happens, he will send a message back to me and I will dematerialize him.
Okay. Well, you have successfully lured 2 gargoyles out of the kitchen.
Okay, mates. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Sorry.
Tail Tattle was talking to us.
Tail Tattle.
No,
Like,
I think that absolutely happened. I love that. Please continue.
Okay, mates. Whoa. I have been perceiving through his senses for too long. Anyways, it's time to go. Because he was able to lure them away. Go.
Quickly, climb up the tensor's disc and come up here.
Pitt is confused as his voice
As is
changed.
wanted, yes. So if the disc floats 3 feet off the ground, so
So that just
there's like just a 4 foot.
well, so 3 feet off the ground. If there's a 10-foot drop, that means that there is
seven.
7 feet between the disc.
One of
and-
us is 7 feet, at least, so 6, 7 feet
exactly.
tall. So
And
Yeah.
that reaches 7 feet. They can now put their hands up onto the ledge.
Okay.
who's going first?
Well, the light ones have already gone up
Yeah.
because we weren't going to break the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So we
So
just
it's just hold
I
it
did
there.
not teleport because
You up first, Hog?
we didn't need shock troopers or anything.
After you, brother.
Okay. Can you hold my lance?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
I'll give you a boost too.
Erotic.
I thought you were
Erotic.
gonna
We
boost
are
them with the
horny on
lance.
main today, guys.
Alright, so I'm heading up, and then I'll reach down.
Alright, you guys make it back into the cellar without
Incident.
incident.
All right,
yes.
I'm hustling to the door that I noticed the other day but forgot about. It's okay.
It is a tiny map.
I follow him.
I want to go secure the door that they just went out of.
Okay.
And
Don't make any noise.
is there any way I can latch it or lock it?
So if you remember that they opened,
Didn't they bust one down?
they did bust one down. Yes, they did bust one down, but you can lock the others.
Okay, I'll lock the others, and then the one they busted down, is there any way to barricade it?
It would take a minute. It would take longer than a minute. It would take several minutes.
It would
to
be
pile things
tactically.
up.
Pit, come on, man, come on. Don't waste any time.
But
come
you're
on.
going behind other doors that you could barricade.
Okay, that's fine. Is there anything of value in the room since we really?
No, it's just the kitchen that
Oh,
you were in
nice
earlier.
spatula.
There's some my spatch.
Yes.
There's a golden spatula.
Any containers?
What, do you want to put your mushrooms away?
Yeah, like a bag of some sort, like seasoning sack of some sort.
I mean, there's like jars and like canvas sacks, but this castle's been deserted for several hundred years. So
Canvas sacks.
Oh, thanks.
Then no holes in it.
I mean, there are holes in it. It's 500-year-old fabric. Doesn't hold
Yeah.
up too super well.
Pitt doesn't care. He sees a
Okay,
canvas
cool.
sack. He throws the mushrooms
throws
in there.
He throws his shrooms in. Okay. Hog, do you follow?
Yeah, I just follow her.
All right.
I don't remember.
I'm busting as far as I can out of this kitchen. Yeah.
As fast as your little legs can carry you.
Probably waddle.
Hog, you're going to the other room too.
I'll just follow.
Listen, that's how you open the door together. I think the handle maybe not quite short enough that Bullard can get it on his own, but with some teamwork, we make 3 work and we get into the next room. And as you close the door shut behind you, Tail Tattle sends a SOS message.
Okay.
And so he has snapped out of existence. And
Yeah. And
some
he
gargoyles do the
rematerializes.
wily
Yeah.
coyote thing, like,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. What? He rematerializes just like right next to me.
Okay, it is off-putting.
Probably says something saucy like, "Oh, I really got those stone fuckers a good one."
Are there doors now that we can like barricade?
So it is dark.
Oh.
There is a little bit of natural light filtering in. I think I'm just making up what time it is at this point. I don't remember. It's evening.
We had a torch out.
We
Yeah.
left in the morning. I do remember leaving the library like early morning hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that was last session when we left the library, right?
Okay, you left the library
Yeah.
and you went through the house and you.
Yeah, it was
fought
still pretty
gargoyles.
light
I
out.
think it's reasonable that took half a day. All right, so it's daytime. Never mind, you can see fine. There goes my
I can
ambiance.
cast light if we need to cast light.
Yeah.
Just
It could be
so-
abnormally dim. It could be super overcast or something too.
There could also just not be very many windows.
Yep, there's that.
Well, we're in.
Just tell me if I need to cast light out of my orb.
I got candles on candles too, bro.
I think I have dark later. If that, I don't even remember what that
That's
does.
just you and
You.
is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That is.
I am who is. Or I am that is.
Gnomes have dark vision.
I think so.
Interesting. I didn't know. Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Nice.
They're like dwarves, but smaller.
And less girthy.
Yeah. They're like half
in
them, so
some
half them are
places,
interesting.
not in all places.
And not that good with an axe.
I'm gonna start deducting HP from the next person who's talking about ticks.
What if it's unintentional?
It was
Intent is
just-
important.
It was just off the tip
See, I'm
of my
not.
tongue. That was a Dustin break.
That was well done. Okay. I'm like,
I like that. I want to keep that. Just an awkward pause in the middle of a sentence. They shouldn't
Yeah.
be there. It's called a Dustin break.
it's a D punctuation.
Mm.
You just put a little D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't have health points, fuckers.
Nah, they do have dark vision.
Cool.
Okay. So you guys have come out of a door, and you are immediately faced with a wall. It is goes to the ceiling that you can see, and it is covered by a large, intricately woven tapestry. So you are in like a back hallway of sorts, but it is open on either end.
There's
Like
a tapestry on the wall.
on the wall, yes. So if you're in like a long, narrow hallway,
What's the tapestry at?
it is a tapestry of.
I cut out the photo of the mouse in the bottom corner. Sorry. I couldn't
No,
help it. I
but
had to
thank
play
you. I
to you.
appreciate that.
Yes.
Hulk is multi-classing because he just read my mind.
Gotcha now.
Thanks.
So, it's a tapestry of. It's similar to the painting that you saw on the floor above. It's a tapestry of Ladova and the surrounding countryside, but it's a little bit more narrative. It has, instead of just being like a monumental landscape that sort of impresses upon you the glory of the kingdom or something, whatever. It's it's much flatter, and it shows people in the castle, and people outside of the walls, people in town, in the city, people. It's like exceptionally detailed for fabric weaving. This has little people like on the roads. It's like a panorama almost. And like the longer you look, the more detailed it gets. There's just this, like every single square inch is covered in like people and their little daily lives. It's very beautiful. Very, even if it's a little nibbled at the corners by moth and mice and such. But yeah, so you're in a narrow hallway. Each end, the far end, like the wall in front of you stops before it comes in contact with the boundary of the building you're in. So there's a sharp corner at either end of the hallway, and there are 3 doors behind you leading back to the kitchen.
Always left, right? That was your rule. Let's go.
Yes, left is right.
Pitt notices the corner and immediately starts tapping on the tapestry to look for another entrance out of this.
You tapping on it?
Yeah.
Just
In Pitt's mind, tapping on the tapestry will reveal some
I
sort of hidden.
Okay. You are not granted a hint.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Stop making noise.
While he's doing that, can I? So by like the rest of the what's it called anchors, there's like always the same, like people like praying to some. Can I look for that pattern on the tapestry? Or not? Can I? I would like to look for that pattern on the tapestry.
Roll perception.
It's a 5. I don't think I have anything to. Yeah, it's just a 5.
You can take that as investigation if you want. If that gives you anything, since you're looking for
it's
something
a 4.
specific. Oh, okay, no, keep that at perception then.
It's a 5.
Don't want to hamstring you. You do not see anybody praying in the way, like the specific way that you see. In the specific way you've seen people pray the angels before. In fact, there is you do find like a little church or something. You can see you see the church that you found in the castle earlier, but it is not. It is arranged differently than the one you entered. It's like the benches are arranged almost like circularly around the center as opposed to down a long aisle. And the people are like holding hands and standing. Like it's a completely different sort of ritual happening there.
Cool.
Pit, I don't think you're gonna find anything. Let's go to the left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Left is right.
I'll follow the leader.
Brother.
Pitt has his head to the ground, following.
What is that?
Yeah, actually, I think it will try
Stinky
some of that,
beer.
actually.
This is hard kombucha.
Oh, no wonder it's so stinky.
You want-
it just like a little bit.
Man, I was hoping. Every time somebody says something smells
try it?
really
I do,
strong,
yeah.
I just like full sail just straight through my nose.
So, my boss and I were having an off-topic discussion the other day about how there is like deafness and blindness and like dumbness, and you can be deafened and you can be blinded, but there's no like nose
Olfactory.
blind.
yeah.
Is it nose
Is
blind?
there?
That sounds like a real word.
That's
Nose blind
definitely.
or
That's
smell blind are
Febreze
the
made that
two.
up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like lack of olfactory senses is a definite thing, but whether or not there's not a name for it is because Kagan has a lack of olfactory
Oh
senses.
my god, twinsies.
It's really
Me too.
bad.
Dustin can't
Yeah.
smell anything.
I can't smell.
I can smell a little, but it's normally allergy related. So, but mine are so severe that there are days I go with like where I will pass wind and not smell it, but know
That's
that
my
the people
entire
around me's faces are like,
Oh my
oh no.
god, all of everything that has led up to this point, all of the garbage we all talk about, and you were just, I pass wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't rip one. Forget
No.
it, you pass wind.
No
It's
joke,
dainty, dainty motherfucker.
I am literally a stealth bomber who is immune to explosions. Like, I can fly 3 feet from the ground, drop a bomb, and be fine.
Okay, back to D&D.
I'm so
We're
glad
heading
that I
left.
know exactly how all of you fart now. Thanks.
Keg, or not Keg. Pitt has his nose to the ground like a bloodhound in a cartoon.
You can't smell anything.
That's good.
That's tasty, yeah. That's stinky.
That is quite good. Is it, so it's
Like
kombucha?
Kombucha. Hard
It
kombucha.
smells a lot
I
better.
was saying.
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
It smells a lot better than durian. Durian smells.
They have another
I know.
lemon
And
ginger.
What do we
I wanna try
see
too.
when we go through the door?
Tea
So
spaces.
there's no
Well,
door.
it's not a door, it's just a
Oh.
corner in the
It's just
hallway.
a corner
There's
in
a
the
door?
hallway,
What do we
and
when we go through the corner?
you
It must
see
make for the gap of the corner.
you see that the wall you're rounding, the side of it you're now on, backs up to a large a stage, not a stage, a dais, upon which stands several.
So it opens into a wider space?
Yeah,
It's not,
so it's-
not just a hallway? Oh.
So you came in through one of these doors. This is the hallway with the tapestry. When you round one of the
Okay.
corners, you get to
I understand.
yeah.
I'd like to look around in the rest of the room too.
So the top is the doors.
Okay.
The rings are the tapestry with the little.
Okay.
I lost my maps for this. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. I would also like to examine the room, and Telltale is going to help me look.
Okay, so you guys are in a
It sounds like Cole was looking at the dais, that's why I picked the rest of the stuff.
I'll give the overview, and then we can talk about we can roll for individual investigations if that sounds okay.
Sure.
So you're in a large receiving hall for royalty. There's a dais lifted several steps off the floor, several feet off the floor by steps, and there are a number of huge thrones on it. There's the largest in the middle, and it's flanked by 4 slightly smaller ones. So presumably it would be a main ruler, and then their court or their family or something. The dais is populated also by some iron scrollwork, torch lamps, things, torch holders.
Sconces.
Sconces are the one in the walls, I think.
Yes.
What's
Well,
the one
a
on?
wall
What's the
sconce
freestanding?
is specifically.
Oh,
So
okay.
there can be non-wall
Wall sconces. That's
So
correct.
there's scrolling sconces chilling, and there's wall sconces too, because there is a wall. This is the other side of the wall that you were behind, and it goes.
Is there a big banner on the wall?
There's not a big banner.
Interesting that the tapestry is on the servant side.
Well, so there is.
That's what Bullard is thinking. Interesting that the tapestry is on the servant side. I don't say that out loud. I'm just thinking to myself.
Did Bullard investigate the tapestry anything at all?
No.
Okay.
But he's commenting on it now. So if anything odd sticks out in my noggin, I would go back and look.
Okay.
You know that weird itching feeling in the back of your head, wait, something was weird about that.
Well, I think it's weird that it's there and that it's so detailed. So if you want to go take a look,
Yes.
you're welcome to.
The fact that it is on the servant side is throwing me off, and now that I've seen it's just a throne room, I want to go and investigate.
I follow,
I think you want
but
to
for
investigate.
different reasons. He's going towards the dais.
He's
Okay.
going
I
back
think
around
you
where you
wanna
came
investigate.
from.
Oh, never
Yes.
mind. I'm not
I'm
interested
just
in that.
I'm looking to see what my portents were last time. 11 and 11, of course.
Oh yeah. Make a wish.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
20.
Damn. Natural or
No,
okay.
modified.
So you take a closer look at the embroidery work, and you notice 2 things. One is that it's made with all different kinds of thread, of all different colors, all different materials. There's like wool thread, there's silk thread, there's like cottony thread.
Some glittery metallic stuff.
There's some glittery metallic stuff. And you also notice that there's very, very few. And then all of these threads, like the embroidery, very detailed embroidery of the little figures, has been done with like, widely varying amounts of skill. Like some with a very like shaky young hand, some with
Many hands on the job.
like very experienced practice. You notice that everything has aged differently, and you would probably be able to put together that the embroidery was added in stages after the original tapestry was hung. If you look further, you'll notice that most of the people depicted in the tapestry are not royal people. They're like workers and servants and farmers making their way to and from the market.
So they're communists.
No. And you'll also notice that none of the embroidery work goes beyond what a tall human could reach. I'm trying to think of like what you, if there's something to like put together clues, or if you just want to do that to yourself, but you can also, I guess, ask me more questions if you want.
So it sounds to me like the servants are decorating their own space.
Yeah. They are making like their own their own. It's like graffiti basically.
Yes.
But if you were serving a king or something, you were waiting for the next course of the meal, you might embroider yourself like sitting behind. Yeah.
Yeah. That is what I'm gathering out.
And there was evidence of paint behind the throne, so and in some sense, like it was richly decorated, probably more richly decorated out in the receiving area, but
Time has taken its toll.
time has taken its toll, and this seems to have been protected because it's not getting any sunlight, and it was
it's behind the
positioned so
corner.
that it would never get sunlight.
Yeah. Right on. Okay.
Whereas the windows are sort of direct light onto the dais, which is probably had a very wonderful effect when it was populated and when it was fully decorated and had metallic paint, and it was cool, but unfortunately no longer.
That satisfies my curiosity as to why there was decoration for the servants, but not the rich folk.
Mm-hmm. The rest of you notice in this hallway there is a stone floor. And over it, at least on the dais, is the remains of some fabric, presumably a rug or something. There's along the sides of the walls there are benches and tables stacked in such a way that you would assume that this was a convertible space. This was also the banquet hall. Probably why it's so close to the kitchen, but was mostly used as like a receiving space for the royalty.
So where are the other doors?
What other?
Well, so there's like, if this is a receiving area, surely there's a way to get in here other than through the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. So
Okay.
that's at the end of the hallway. At the end of this area, there are two sets of huge doors. That would probably take at least two people
Oh boy.
to open each one in their prime. However, they are wooden, and after a couple hundred years have lightened a little bit. And there's also doors in the walls on either side of you. So it's this big like entryway, and there's I'd say probably like a sum of 6 or 7 doors. Along the sides, some hidden, some not, and like some like not hidden, but some on the DL, and then some like having proper archways and like, such a way that you would presume like this one is a small meeting room, or this one is something that would be used, and this is like a servant's, like much like you found in the other half of the castle. This is an area for the servants to sort of make their way through unseen. So here's a crappy tiny map. Sorry.
So this platform up here is the, is this the dais here?
Yeah, that's where the thrones are.
Okay, cool.
Can I check out the fabric that's on the floor?
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna pop out from behind.
Okay. What are you looking for? Anything specific?
I just want to see what it is, like a rug or like a.
It's a rug for sure. It's like a thick, not necessarily plush, but like sturdy fabric, in several different colors, largely just for decoration.
Can I peek under it?
Yeah. It's the floor. Sorry.
It's okay.
Pitt would like to inquire if he knows any history about this.
Yeah, roll history.
I'm proficient, so I add 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus your intelligence.
Right.
Woo! Nice.
So, 21. My 5.
Can you grab me a bowl,
Sure.
please and thank you?
How big?
Popcorn size.
Okay.
Crider's kind of sitting there, meditating, trying to like see if he can get a feel for the direction of the anchor. But he does not really expect anything to come of this. He's more just
Yeah.
taking a moment.
Keeping his bases covered.
After I check the rug, I'm gonna go to the big doors
Mm-hmm.
and just give it a little push or pull. Give it a push and then
Thank
give it a pull. See if I can do
See which one works better.
it. Yeah.
So you won't be able to, I don't think, open it by yourself, but the leftmost one is a little wiggly.
Hey, Ho, maybe we should try all these side doors before the big ones. I think we should open every door before we decide where to go.
Yeah, it sounds like good. Sounds good to me.
I got you.
I was just trying to test this one and see what we're up against, brother.
Is it stuck or is it gonna move?
I think this one on the left is probably our best bet, but yeah, let's check out the other ones first.
And I'm gonna go walk over to one of the doors on the left
Okay.
and open it. So in total, there are 7 more doors.
Yes. Well, yeah. You open the door to a
Family of cockroaches bathing.
Hey, get out of here.
Hey, close the door. You gonna learn to knock? To a room full of maps with a large desk on it. In it, a large desk in it. Yeah, maybe less a desk and more of a low table for like laying out maps and looking on it. It just seems to be there are some chairs on the sides of the room, but it's you would know that this room is for like making land decisions, either wartime or peacetime. If you
Nothing
are,
is too interesting in here right now. Then.
other than, no, not really.
Okay, cool. I will shut. I don't mean to shut you off from that description,
No,
but
that's
like,
fine.
and that's something that's like.
Please do.
And, well, exactly. I don't want you to work too hard, and that's something that's really initially interesting. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Okay.
Hope, yeah. Hope is gonna go to whatever. As she's doing that, I'll just go to the next room.
Right.
Over from that. Thank you.
No problem. Seems like a terrible idea, but I think I can.
I'll just say that you guys open or attempt to open all of the doors.
Yeah.
You find 2 more servants, like closets full of odds and ends.
It's a
In
German
these you
paleo.
see like another rolled up rug. You see torches, some sconces that
Oh, so that-
are
Tastes nothing like
bent
American.
or no longer
Yeah.
being used. You see hallways into other parts of the castle, so you would assume that there's like also sort of passageways that go around, lead to upper floors. And
How many of the
so there's 2 of those.
that lead to the upper floor?
There's 2 of those like little floors.
Okay.
There's one. The 2 doors, like in the middle, are like larger, much grander when you open them.
They have the archways.
Yeah, the archways. The doors open all the way out, and then there's like a foyer, and then a staircase leading up. Much more grand, obviously, than the sort of servants' tiny spiral staircase. And in the last room, you find several locked chests. They're like
Locked chests, you say?
yeah.
Who finds that room?
I mean,
Can I just find it and hack is into opening
Yeah.
the chests?
yeah. Well, that's what they're there for. All right. He just opens the chest.
With any trouble?
With some trouble. It takes him a long time.
It is what it is.
I am that is.
They're very well.
Maintained?
No, not maintained, but very well locked.
Are they kind of like rusted? Is that the difficulty?
It's rusted, but it's also like a complicated lock. Because as you open it, you find
A mechanical arm.
no. You find crowns and scepters
Oh my god!
Ancestors?
and the little like orb things, like that stand like you hold the scepter and the orb, and the
Oh,
orb
wow.
stands for the realm that you're now a part of when you get coronated.
Oh.
So this seems to be like if a king was gonna go do their kingly duties for the day, they would like come in this room, get their gear on, and then go to the dais. There's
Is
place
isn't like
for
a thieving type though.
She's an
yeah,
assassin.
yeah, he is.
I didn't
he
think
just
it-
like robs everybody's pockets.
I didn't think Iz cared about money though.
I think he
Iz is
just
just like
steals
an
to
assassin.
steal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Klepto.
Is likes using class features at arbitrary points in time.
I think
with
Iz is just
little
like-
consistency.
Valid.
But I think Is a klepto. Like just
Yeah.
like personality wise.
Yeah, the first thing they did was steal a bunch of stones for no reason.
Right, yeah, just
Yeah.
because like there's no family, there's nothing stopping Iz from just doing what Iz wants. As long as like Iz is okay with it, Iz is gonna do it. That's kind of the perception I've gotten.
We're going to empty these chests.
I know.
I'm gonna go like share with everybody. I don't know if Iz will, but
Well, we can maybe retcon that, but if anybody wants to take a note, when Emily gets back, we can divide the loot. But there are there's one big crown. It's like very quite heavy.
I would really like a loot dividend. Just saying.
There's 2 smaller like circlets of gold. Maybe for
they fit on my head.
no, they're a little bit too big for you, Bullard. I'm sorry. They like go and rest on your shoulders.
Postmodern necklace.
There's the there are scepters with inlaid with like jewels.
How many? 2?
2 scepters, no, 3 scepters. There's a couple of like jewelry. There's 2 jewelry clasps, like to hold a cape on.
Okay, like brooches.
Mm-hmm. With like the royal family insignia.
And we're gonna get rich
Yeah.
if we make it out of here alive.
And there's at the very bottom of it you find like these the capes that are a bit moth-eaten. They lasted okay. They were sealed in these giant trunks, and the trunks were stone, like they were
Built in.
sort of built in. Yeah, like it would have been very, very hard to make off with these. You see, there's like chairs for guards to sit in this. Like it's not it wasn't really. It would have theoretically been difficult to just come in here and take things. And it's not quite like the royal treasury, but it seems to be the most like the serviceable day-to-day symbols that would have been used more often.
In my daily shopping habits of various shops of antiquities and fineries and magic items, have I ever seen any examples of cool old old kingdom artifacts like this?
Yes,
But they're uncommon, rare,
they're very
exceptionally
rare.
uncommon. Okay.
They're very rare, and especially you would know from like the most recent artifacts are the most rare because the castle was mysteriously abandoned and then ruled haunted.
Okay.
And you realize haunted means anybody who went there didn't come out because they were eaten by gargoyles. So,
But Pitt knows the history.
does he? Yes, he does know the history.
Whatever you like to
I'm doing
default.
math. I know. Hold on. I think it was 500 years, but I'd have to go dig up a different notebook to be sure. Sorry. But roughly 500 years ago, so Ladova is like still technically a monarchy, but it's not. It's collapsed enough that it's sort of self-governing. Like each large city functions more or less like a city-state. Because the infrastructure roughly 500 years ago just sort of totally collapsed. Like the whole royal family more or less disappeared. And there was like not really any room for successors. The castle was like said to be haunted and overcome with monsters, and so nobody really went to go find out what happened. And there, without the royal family being there wasn't really a reason to. Like common people wouldn't have really cared what happened, and the people who were rich enough to find out what happened were like fighting for the crown. So there's a bit of a power vacuum, which led to the sort of decline of the world as you guys know it. If you'll remember that it's sort of there's like a lot of roads, but nobody even knows who built them, and a lot of the like history has been lost. There are in every big city in Ladova, there's evidence that many more people used to live there, but like the outer parts of cities are sort of run down and crumbling, and the populated areas have like condensed because the population is much smaller than it used to be. So you know that there was like this period of general unrest. There's like several different like primary theories. It could have been like a military coup. It could have been a wizard like came and went crazy and tried.
But no one really knows.
But nobody like really knows. And things settled. Really, there wasn't like enough of a populace for a civil war, so things settled to the way they are of this like city-states that all worked like have to kind of coexist.
Impromptu confederacy of city-states or whatever.
Really, yeah. Like the mayors of each town just sort of, because I mean it was like the monarchy was largely not symbolic, but it wasn't as powerful as it could have been. It, like the day-to-day running of everybody's lives was mostly done by town and city government, and like taxes were paid to the king, and if anything happened they had like an army, but it wasn't like every single, they were the only executive part of government,
Right.
so it was like these rich people just disappeared, shucks.
Right.
For lack of a better explanation.
Okay.
I'm sure you have good words for this, but a
Pitt,
dim sum economy.
Pitt is immediately overcome with grief
Oh.
and is just saddened because it reminds him of his family.
Oh. Okay. Poor
But
Pip.
you're a different kingdom, right?
I am, but my parents were murdered and my sister was kidnapped,
Yes.
which I don't know if has been divulged.
You
to
have
me.
not told anyone that, no.
Yeah. Well, the only person that might know was previous Crowder, but I don't know if Crowder's previous memories still exist with Crowder.
They do.
Yeah, so you would know a little bit of my history.
I know a little bit
Yeah.
about Princess Peach. Okay.
I mean, she has a different name, but it's right on point.
Okay.
Duquesa de Peach, you know.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
So yeah,
But she'd
because
be queen now, though, right? Since your parents were killed.
Oh, yeah, she would definitely be queen, because no one's voting this guy king.
Oh, yeah.
because the last
You vote
few
for kings.
Yeah, it's a
years were so hectic that like a
constitutional
lot of
monarchy.
the
Oh, there you go.
any sort of
I like
recorded history for the
Kingdom?
the king no the like the dynasty or like the generation of rulers that would have existed in this castle last before you guys came. That history is sort of spotty. Oh, my words are so hard today. So the rarest relics are the most recent because
Yeah.
the older relics have already like been in circulation and have been recorded, but it was very rare for people. Once the initial sort of investigators never came back, people going to the castle and trying to figure out what happened became less and less common.
Do I know the right people?
Oh,
The
yeah.
collectors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you like know maybe two of the right people, and the rest of the people you know could help you find the right people.
Guys, I found the most incredibly valuable stuff in here. If we ever make it out of here, we're not going to have to worry about money for a while. But that's not why we're here.
Oh, this stuff is heavy though.
I just wanted to show off.
Yeah.
I also need some help carrying it.
Can we just leave it here and come back for it?
That doesn't seem wise.
I mean, technically yes, but if we have to make a run for our money, it's not really that heavy. I'm just kind of a little guy.
Okay. Take some stuff.
Okay. I'll distribute it amongst the others.
All right.
Pitt grabs his scepter.
We're kind of like a communist party here.
I kind of want a cloak though.
All right. You have a dusty.
I wear it.
It's not dusty if it's been in the chest, but a
chewed on in
musty
someplace.
old. Again, very heavy cloak.
I wear it.
Yes. It has a train.
We're cloak buddies.
It has a trick, like it's long.
Hmm?
How long are we talking?
Like bridal train.
What kind of bridal train?
Like medium bridal train. Like it probably so it would be helpful if somebody were holding it up, but it's not entirely necessary.
You could definitely get it sewed.
You could get a bustle easy out of this.
It's a buck.
That's
All
So
the
you
these
take
things are
the-
you
going over
pin
my
the
head.
end of the cape to your butt.
Oh.
So if you're a bride with a long train, the bustle is when you like drape it, and then it becomes
All
like a
these
normal
things went
length
over my
dress.
head, but now I
I
understand.
only know this because I was wedding dress shopping.
I only know this because I got married.
Yay!
Things it'll do to you.
No, I only know it because I know two people that only knew it.
Indeed, yes.
I'm not gonna wear it. That's
I only knew
Oh,
it 'cause
that
I
looks
just
really
played
regal
game.
on you. Wait, put a crown on too. I want to see what it looks
We're
like.
King Hulk!
Yes, all hail Holga the Horrible.
You know, I wasn't into it, but that kind of has a nice ring to it. Just, you
The
know,
horrible.
I don't see the ring.
All hail Holga the
it's
Horrible.
the big one, the head ring
Oh,
with the
oh.
pointy.
Yeah. No, I was thinking of the ring he fights in.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Oh,
King of
King of
the,
the
ring.
King with the ring.
Ooh.
Oh
King
wow,
of the
he
Ring.
is. Yeah, he's
One
like,
king to rule them all.
he's like.
I don't know if I like the sound of that.
Eh. Well,
That would never be a franchise that makes lots of gold pieces.
Yeah.
So we were just
One
yelling.
king to rule them all. That's
It
ridiculous.
sounds like it would make lots of money
So
and be
we're yelling.
I
monetized.
don't know if we're
We're
yelling.
chanting.
No.
Okay. It's not like changing to me, but
We're at a comfortable seat.
Pit does not understand what comfortable speech is.
yeah. Okay, the
Crowder is
cheese
at
and
a
the
comfortable
kombucha
state,
and the
yeah.
caramel is a funky taste. I will say that. All those things in succession.
Anyway,
still
hey,
go on.
why don't we pocket all this cool stuff and let's go see what's out those doors.
Pit helps and grabs a scepter because it looks cool.
Crowder like reluctantly grabs like the least cumbersome piece of stuff.
A circlet
Sure.
or a brooch.
Rouge would be the least cumbersome.
Pockets that.
Like the circlet is lighter technically, but it's like kind of like a weird thing to carry. A brooch can just boop in my pocket.
Joke armor. It has pockets.
Are we able to take everything?
You are able to take everything between all of you, yes. But
Okay.
you are
I just couldn't do it myself as well.
you are not burdened. Like not I don't remember.
You are over encumbered.
You are over encumbered. You must walk.
It appears that Keg is getting a phone call.
Kagan doesn't know anyone in that area code. Hopefully they did not interrupt this.
Okay, I've got hose in different areas.
I said I didn't know that anyone in that area code.
Nice.
Was it Memphis?
No, it was 225. Who the hell lives at 225?
Baton Rouge scumbags, dude.
Assholes.
They probably ended up responding.
Okay.
I still want your vote.
Phone that he's responding. He's gonna impeach the governor.
Baloney.
It's heavy. Not like it's just if you had to run with this, you would be tired.
I would like to leave a candle
Okay.
so we knew we were here
Yes.
in the wind.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That was the thing I was trying to do. I forgot to do.
Candles in the wind.
So is it like? Is it cursed?
I don't know.
Or are we using like? I'm trying to get an idea of like where like the heaviness is.
It's all solid metal,
Well, yeah. I mean, but like
and you're a tiny person.
D&D has rules for like the maximum weight that we can.
We
carry.
call them hobbits.
Is that
And,
the
like,
PC term?
I'm just trying to figure out like how to decide.
I'm looking at.
No,
No,
that's
no,
the
it's
term
okay.
that we find non-PC. That is a racially insensitive term.
What, hobbits?
What is the sensitive term? Halfling?
Halfling.
Dirty
Okay.
hobbitses. Filthy
Yeah, so if you
hobbitses.
call me a dirty, filthy hobbitses, that is like a racial slur, man.
But it's
Yeah.
Hog, so you're not
The
even
fat
away with it.
hobbitses.
If Hogue did it, I'd be like, oh, that's not cool, man.
Well, Pitt would never do that because we're both grandsons.
Avoiding racism by being related.
So
That's
did
never
you mate?
happened.
Did you mate with a 0 to make a half? What did you do?
You're a half orc.
You have no idea.
He's a human.
He's like barely
Is it
understands how babies happen, okay?
Pitt had a traumatic youth, so
Pitt was dropped on the head too many times.
and
I
other
would argue
things
the
that
perfect
shall not be
amount.
named.
Why don't we not focus on the encumberment and focus on getting
Yeah.
these doors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're heavy because CG says so.
Okay.
I'm gonna go move to the door.
The
With
doors
my mouth
out?
full.
Okay.
The big one? Or the ups?
Yes, the big ones.
The creaky one to the left or the not so creaky one to the right? The one that was easier to open?
He said on the left earlier, so I'm gonna go
Hold will go to the one on the left.
realize that I'm too short to open the door on the left.
Everybody lose 5 feet off their speed.
Okay.
So you're not like properly encumbered, but
Okay.
What if I don't really care about this shit though? I don't really want to hold this stuff as we continue to walk around these dungeons. What's the least valuable stuff so I can leave behind? 'Cause
Well, we want all the
if
crowns.
we fight those gargoyles again.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
are you taking the cape? The cape would probably be the least valuable at
Yeah.
this point.
I literally
wear
picked
the
up
cape.
like
I know.
Wear a crown. But I don't think Hogue isn't gonna take anything else. So.
I mean, like with the cape and the crown, you are still encumbered.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
stuff for. It's like formal
Yeah.
wear.
Yeah.
It's for the king to just sit there and
Oh.
talk.
It's not the Party City crown and cape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not for the people to. It's
Yeah.
like it's not for them. It's for them to sit and talk. Like you wouldn't
Okay.
have to walk around.
Oh,
your strength?
hey, if you drop the cape, I think you'll feel less
18.
heavy.
Yeah, it puts you like way over the 360 pounds that you can carry.
Can I rip the cape so
The
it's
cape
normal
alone.
size? Like so it's like waist length.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I'm just
can.
gonna
Like a
drop
superhero
this
cape?
brooch.
Do you rip it?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip the cape.
Pitch shrieks. Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Well,
That's,
yeah, the capes don't really matter too much. We can drop the capes. It's all the shiny stuff we want to hold on to.
I mean, I don't know. I picked up a hand-sized piece of gem, and I can already feel myself slowing down. I don't want to.
Fine, give it to me.
Yeah. Okay. Here you go.
And I'll give it to Iz. Because Iz already has a bunch of this shit.
Iz loses 20 feet off their speed and just dies.
She gets back or he gets back like a day after the rest of it. Well, if we make it out.
It's like when you give Lydia all your shit.
I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
But
exactly
I'm
right.
sworn to carry your burdens.
Like, why can't that MF be over encumbered every time and just like slowly trot behind me?
I gave Lydia cool stuff. I gave her like big ass great swords and awesome suits of armor and shields and shit. I didn't give her random shit. I gave her all the stuff that I didn't need to use.
Yeah.
I'm a hoarder. I stole every book I found. I became a thief because I stole all the books and I just couldn't.
I would buy them back legally and put them on my bookshelf.
Alright.
That's
Okay.
one way to fence.
Whoa. Yes, I gave Lydia all my books.
Yeah.
You go to the door. What are you doing at the door?
Trying to open it.
Okay.
Yeah, Hulk. I don't know if it's push or pull, but Hulk pushes or pulls, whichever is the
It
right.
doesn't tell you?
It's a push.
Okay. Hey, someone give me a hand with this.
Chris, to attack.
Pitt runs and helps you.
Okay, 2 people give me a hand with this.
I already made my noise.
I'm not very strong.
Literally just runs and like sees you pushing the door and pushes, running into the door.
Okay, you guys.
He just body slammed the door.
You guys.
To laugh if this is a pull door.
No, it's a push door.
He already asked. I was like, does it say? Because Pitt wouldn't know.
You body slam and pulled over.
There's no handles on it, so it is a push door.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. The handles could have rotted off.
Does it make a loud sound?
Yes. Makes a very horrible, creaky sound. But the door is open enough for all of you to get out.
Can you hear gargoyles?
Yes. No. Maybe.
Okay.
No. If you poked your head out, you would see gargoyles circling far above you.
Oh, we're outside.
Yes. You're not outside. You're in a courtyard. And there's a moat and a giant wall. You will remember that you had to sneak in through a sewer grate. But you have exited you have the opportunity to exit castle. There's like a drawbridge. That would be your main route of egress.
We could totally unburden ourselves right now.
True, but we also didn't find what we were looking for. But
Metagame.
we also searched the entire place.
No, you didn't.
Metagame. Can we sprint to Hulk's house, dump our loot, and come back?
You guys are way too worried about the stuff.
Yes!
Yeah.
I'm role-playing Bullard here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You then, not you, but the encumbrance then. Yeah, you could not sprint. You could maybe like do a burdened jog.
My point is can we go dump the loot
Yeah.
and come back with just saying we go dump the loot and come back?
Yeah.
Okay, we
You
go
could
dump
just,
the
like,
loot
dig
and
a
come
hole
back.
and
Bury it?
yeah. Or
Not
just,
taking any
like,
chances.
leave it. You could just put it down and explore the rest of the castle and pick it up on your way out.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the situation with the gargoyles will be then.
Fair.
I'm in favor of going, dumping the loot, and coming back.
Okay.
My brother is not in tip-top physical shape. He needs to not be carrying as much. Or maybe he does.
Aren't those
Somebody's-
guys still watching my house though?
Oh, you're right.
those guys are watching your
escape.
house.
Oh.
So we
Can
better,
we-
Whatever. Let's just keep carrying the shit and go back inside then.
Better finish
Okay.
this mission
Wait.
before we start that one.
Right.
Can we dump them somewhere else where no one would look?
Why do
dump
we
them
need
at-
to dump them?
Can we
Well,
dump
put
them at
them
your
somewhere.
house?
I don't. My house is very far away. Don't
Who
you
has a
remember
house in
where we
Ladova
were?
that we could dump
Listen,
it at that
guys,
no one
I
would
think
look?
We should just finish our business here before we leave.
Aranova.
We came here for the
It would not
the
remember
egg.
that.
Damn.
So let's find this fucking anchor then.
Yes, let's find the anchor.
Okay.
We can carry this stuff around.
Wow.
I'm carrying stuff around. You guys can do what you want with it. But if you drop stuff, I'm not sharing my money.
I will pick up stuff if
Fair.
you drop stuff.
Thank you, Pitt.
With lots
Are you
of
sworn to
flair,
carry his
he'll,
burdens?
like does like the dramatic like
Fling the
cape
cape.
flick, turns the seal, struts back.
Whoa, a turn heel. Cool. Alright, we're back in. Clearly this was not the way to go.
Guess we gotta go
I'm-
up then.
There's
huh?
not a way to go. It's just a castle.
Well, like, I guess I'm just confused because I haven't seen...
There's stairs.
Where?
Some of the doors were just open. There were stairs.
There were
going
2
up.
sets of
Oh.
stairs in the doors you just opened.
Well,
There's also a bunch of rooms on the other side of the castle that you never explored.
Oh, I thought
you
we
skipped a whole
explored the
floor.
entire...
No, you just went up the stairs and went down the stairs.
So,
Okay.
we are right here in the throne room.
Mhm.
This is the kitchen.
In the throne of it.
That's the little cellar we went into. That's the hallway. We went over here from the church. So we can, from here, go into one of the second story places.
There's also rooms in the off the courtyard that you haven't explored.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, which courtyard?
Well, there's gargoyles in the courtyard, so let's go up the stairs over here next to this.
Okay. Go up the left ones.
Yeah.
I'm following the leader.
Well, left from which way?
Obviously facing the throne.
Okay. Valid. Unless you're the king,
Yeah,
which would be pretty cool.
that's true.
Then you're sitting facing the opposite direction.
That's true.
But whatever. Let's just turn left from here.
We go left.
Up the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Pitt's the vanguard. Pitt doesn't know what that
Bring
means.
up the rear.
Pitt doesn't know what that means.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
So you go up the stairs. There's a landing with not doors, but like archways, and it leads to a suite of rooms that are very richly decorated. With a giant like canopied bed and stuff. There's like maybe even a toilet, which is exciting. And the stairs continue up.
I'm gonna use the toilet.
Okay, cool.
I have to.
I know.
Done.
Cool.
Thank you for the
Well,
opportunity.
I wait until he's done and then I...
Okay, everybody poops.
Not Pitt. Pitt used lay of hands. We don't need to defecate for a while.
What?
I mean, it doesn't remove your poop. It just removed the pain and the gas.
Wait, are you saying that you don't poop with pain? This is a Pitt thing.
Yikes. You need to eat more fiber, dude.
Pitt's only an all meat
Kids
diet.
dehydrated.
Sounds like Pitt.
It's just like, who is fiber and where can I find him?
And why do I eat him?
So we're in some fancy rooms. There's
So
the
there's like the
toilet.
landing, fancy rooms. The stairs continue to go up. And you.
Anything of value in the rooms? Just on a quick cursory glance.
Yeah.
That's a 20 for perception.
Shit. Okay, you
You
find.
don't have to give me anything specific. Just like
I mean, it's
20 gold worth of stuff.
no, it's like there's sculptures, vases, paintings. There is a lot of value.
Nice. I'll have to come back to this place.
Yeah. Or.
Would you like me to leave a candle?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
No,
Just
you
don't
can't
like
do
burn
it.
something down. Put it like in the center of the hallway and not
I'm gonna put
next
it by
to
the sculpture, and that's not gonna burn down.
But you might scorch the sculpture.
Psych! It's wood. No, it's metal or marble.
Put it like in the middle of a room or the hallway or something.
Okay, I'll put it somewhere safe.
Okay, thank you.
And secret.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
So you
Cool, thank
you
you for
exit the Royals chambers and you head up to the next floor.
Which
I'll
is
come
floor
up with
3.
Numbers.
I'm confused.
I was just trying to make it easier
Yeah,
on you.
I got you. Thank you. Why are you confused?
Oh, no. This is in character.
Okay.
We're heading upwards.
Yeah.
Well, the anchors are usually quite large, yes.
Yes. But we found an anchor like up on a mountain, but underneath the mountain.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just trying to take scope of the place.
Okay.
Upwards and onwards.
Clearly, down wasn't our right answer earlier when we went into the basement.
Hey, sometimes
Okay.
if the left way is right, then the up way
Is
must
down.
be down.
Oh.
Whoa, man, that
Right,
was
brother?
really that was really deep.
I'm down with that.
Thanks. King Hold.
Of unjust and unfair ruler. All hail King Hold. Hold horrible.
One king to rule them all.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've seen him perform, and he seems more like King Hold the Hurlable.
King Hold the mediocre.
Uh,
Okay.
What was on the third floor?
The third floor is a smaller landing. Again, it has some just castle decoration. Honestly, like sculptures, paintings, fancy vases, like some like really nice illuminated books.
Illuminated. Damn. Fancy.
Or like the drawings. And
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Cool. Not like glowing. Just checking.
I understood it from your art history perspective. I've been taking this whole D&D campaign as a history of art history.
Yeah, it's sneaking in there, isn't it? But you go up like another half floor almost, and you are in a tower. If you remember from the rooftop, there were like towers.
50 towers.
Yeah. So you are in one. It's a chill little reading room, and you can look out over the countryside. If you, Bullard, you notice that this is the same view of the painting that you found in the above the church.
Oh, cool. Nice. I'm paying attention to that, looking around, but also keeping my eyes peeled for gargoyles flying around.
Gargoyles are like winging around.
They're in
How many?
Hmm?
How many gargoyles? How many do we
You see like two kind of circling like vultures.
Can I tell if they're the same ones that we encountered before?
No, they all kind of look the same.
Damn, that's racist.
Wait,
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
No, it was good. Thank you.
They're like a race of
maybe it's only that way if you're stoned.
Or maybe they're flying and you can't see them very well.
That's a little realistic. I'm playing a fantasy game here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in here for the CGI.
Oh.
Is there only one passageway up to the tower? Is there another way down?
No, there's just the one way up, one way down. It's it's relatively like sparse.
Can we maybe posit that this like 3.5 level on the tower is accessible from either staircase that started at the ground floor? So here's my thinking. We've got the ground floor, 2 staircases, each lead to the second floor, each lead to the third floor, and then is there a tower in the middle that you can access from the third floor
Yeah.
from either staircase?
Yeah.
So we don't need to go down to the bottom floor and check the other staircases to
No,
see
you
if
can
it leads
just
to the
go
same tower.
around.
Okay, that's what I'm checking on. Well, no anchor here.
Indeed.
No dice, brother.
Why would there be an anchor in the sky?
In the wheel in the sky.
That's a good question, Pitt.
Well, I did also ask that previously.
Well, I've only seen some in the ocean. I just don't understand.
There.
What's an ocean?
It's actually I don't know.
It's a large body of water.
Is it like a male or a female?
It's like a puddle, but really big and with waves, big boats, and potentially sea monsters.
Where do you find that?
And they're salty.
I
I've never been there.
I'm still wrapping my head around the body.
We would have to look at a map. We'd have to look at a map.
Oh.
So is it just...
Wait. Hold on. We're getting off topic here.
Yeah, right.
So, come over here to this window with me. So, those are the doors that's the grate we came in. And those are the doors we came in first. And these are the doors we just came into the kitchen. So, I think we need to check these other doors to see if we can go downstairs.
Indeed.
And that tower over there is the tower that we were in after we came out of the library.
This one.
So we haven't seen those two towers, but I don't see any anchors over there. So
They're really tiny.
either they're really tiny anchors, or we need to, I don't know, check the doors away from there to see if we can find a way down.
Yes.
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's do it.
So we're gonna skip ahead. So you guys are going back to the doors around the courtyard, or the?
Yeah, we're gonna skip the 2 towers.
That's the good
I
part.
know, it's the best one, but...
So where are we going? To find the other basement?
We want to find the other basement. So by interpreting,
You have a map. You
that's
have,
right.
You know where there is another like underground layer. It's
Yes.
beneath. So there's a guard's. There's a guard room, like a barracks, right here. Like this whole chunk is a barracks, and it leads to a underground, an armory, and a couple of cells for holding people.
okay. Can we poke around for a way to get there without going through the courtyard?
Yes. I didn't make one, though. I will tell you that outright.
So then there's not one.
There isn't one. I mean,
Okay.
you could like finagle one. You could like
Bust through a wall.
you could Assassin's Creed it.
Find a hay bale.
Not you, y'all.
One kid.
Oh, I got this. I pole balled down the cellar, man. That's the closest.
Destroyed most of the stairs on the way down.
So we decided to
It's
go
pretty AC.
through the courtyard. Okay.
So we can make it back up to the kitchen, or make it back down
Make
to
to the kitchen. The kitchen pretty easily, yeah.
and then we're gonna huddle up.
Okay, so as soon as we exit these kitchen doors, we need to go left, because I think that's going to lead to the barracks. Right. And I know there's a basement in the barracks because we saw the map earlier, remember?
Yes.
But we have to go to the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
We need a plan.
Do we go on 1 or 2?
I think we need more of a plan than that.
Oh. Well, I'll lead block.
Okay,
We're huddled up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
but we also maybe need a distraction. I can cast an illusion. I don't know how much that will do, but I can also just yeah, I can cast an illusion.
What kind of illusion? Like, can you cast an illusion of all of us running on the opposite side of the courtyard?
I probably not all of us, maybe one of us.
Okay.
I vote Pit.
Yeah, I vote Pit too.
Pit is the most believable to be running. Yeah.
I think there's one.
But these gargoyles don't know us. I guess he also is our flashiest one too.
Indeed.
Flashy Pit.
Alright, so I'm gonna
I didn't know y'all knew that of me.
Most likely to flash someone as well.
You just gave off that flasher vibe, man.
That was absolutely in character.
so
Kid starts taking his clothes off.
I'm going to go sneak out to the doorway, the broken doorway.
Okay.
And from that broken doorway, I'm going to send an image of Pit running across the courtyard. And I'm going to give you guys a sign. And that's when we need to run.
What's the sign?
Running or streaking?
Just run.
Oh.
Silent.
Be advisable to
Silent.
keep your armor
Shrinking
on.
is allowed, Pit. Please, brother.
Streaking or streaking?
Neither.
Do we all agree on the plan?
I agree on
Do
the
we
plan.
need to adjust it?
No.
That sounds good to me.
Sure.
What?
Nothing.
There's no adjustment needed. It's
Okay.
to the left.
So I'm gonna go
Get back down.
Okay.
sneak over to that busted down door,
Yep.
peek out, and I'm going to cast silent image.
Okay.
Silent image of Pit. Running with no pants on across the courtyard in the opposite direction that we need to go. So he's going to go diagonal to the right, and we're going shallow diagonal to the left.
Okay. So you guys make it.
And as I do that,
This is seal stuff, guys.
All right. Crowder goes first and attempts
not
to
so elegant. It's
sneak
like
across the
okay.
sneak across using the overhang. I believe
Okay.
is what we did last time.
Crowder, as you reach the door, you see like one of the gargoyles. You see like the shadow of it swoop over the courtyard in the direction of the phantom pit.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear
The
a
Phantom Menace.
He is a man ass.
It's a man ass.
He's streaking.
Oh, okay. Okay. 3 minutes. Let's do this. Come on, please.
Okay.
But you can make it in. The door opens. Whatever.
Alright. I get it in.
Yes. I hate you. Who's next? Or who's hot on his tail?
Actual pit.
Okay. Alright, so you make it. You hear a crash as a gargoyle lands on the overhang above you. And sort of like roars in the direction of the fake pit running around in the courtyard. Hog and Crowder, you also.
I think I'm Bullard.
Oh, God
I
damn.
think Bullard will go first.
Look, these brothers, man. You have...
We can go at the same moment.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, you guys can go together. You all rush into the door, and before you close it, you hear sort of a high-pitched scream of frustration as one of the gargoyles dives for Pit, and its claws goes right through him. And I think that's a good time for a break because we're struggling. I am also struggling.
Living inside my own butt for 8 years, starting a business and turning a profit through common sense reinvestment and strategic targeted marketing.
Oh my god, I just found this whole.
What?
This just the whole.
You found the hole.
Yes, no, the Amazon like bad erotica
Yeah.
section is. I didn't realize that it was such a gold mine. Sausage Santa, zombies and shit. I guess.
We are loving bisexuals and they are living bicycles. What is that book about?
A polyamorous relationship between boys and
Also,
girls.
that was the book that he released 4 days after his previous book, Moby Butt.
4 days.
Yeah. By the way, Moby Butt was released 1 day after his previous book, My Husband and I Find Our Unicorn and She's a Bigfoot, and also my husband is a dinosaur.
How many books does this guy
There's
have?
so many. I found,
Over 100.
I found lightly flavored 0-calorie carbonated water gets me off.
Hey, let's play D&D.
Alright.
No, I want a high roller lesbian unicorn goes all in on my butt.
Well, at least we have some of these jokes on record.
Oh god, we're out of it.
I would play D&D with Chuck Tingle.
Me
I
too.
want to play D&D.
No,
with
honestly.
Dr. Chuck Tingle.
My librarian is a beautiful lesbian ice cream cone and she tastes amazing.
Also, he has written 2 novels.
The sentient lesbian dreidel
The
eats
rest of these aren't
Come on.
novels?
No, those
My
are all
butt
short
Veronica.
stories.
Oh.
His 2 novels are Helicopter Man Pounds Dinosaur Billionaire Ass and Buddageddon, The Final Days of Pounding Ass.
I want a Pete Buttigieg
Yeah.
novel by this guy.
He's already sold the rights to Pete.
Oh, look how they just have Moby Butt.
Also,
No. It's so simple. It's so simple.
Moby Butt is actually in the compilation book, Buttception, a butt within a butt within a butt.
Would they call it a compilation?
Scary stories to tingle your butt. 7 tales of gay terror.
Okay, terror.
Scary.
I honestly,
tingle your butt.
I kind of want to read that actually.
A butt in the mist, stirred to the core of my bodice by the Duchess Triceratops of Helena.
Also, breaking the 4th butt. 8 hot to trot meta tinglers.
I'm still hung up on the federal government.
He calls it the Tingleverse.
The Tingleverse, I said that earlier, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was too busy reading everything else on
Is that
this.
his podcast?
No, it's just what he calls his world.
The tingle.
Not pounded by anything. 6 platonic tales of non-sexual encounters.
Yay!
Yeah.
Not pounded by anything.
He's
Yeah.
not that one-dimensional.
Well,
after
yeah.
all.
Actually, wait.
He's
See,
just
I think he was
99
progressive.
and
He's a
one.
Renaissance
He
man.
wrote a book called Not Pounded at the Last Second because consent can be given or taken away at any time, and that is a wonderful thing that everyone needs to understand.
Oh, okay.
I have.
Like,
That's good. That's wholesome.
it's
Wholesome.
the same guy who wrote Space Raptor Butt Trilogy.
Pounded by politics. 9 tales of civic butthole
Oh, I meant-
diplomacy.
Tails.
From that liquor one.
Oh, my bad. You
That's
slunged, and I'm like, this is what's on the table.
Please.
Yes. All right.
Sorry.
I don't want to pour across.
Everybody
And
Take
then
it.
drippy drip drip.
Take it.
Drip drop.
Trickle trickle.
Can I do one more?
Sure.
Yes. Last one.
Oh, the places you'll blow. An adults only collection of sentient location erotica. And it's. All the
Oh,
illustrations
yeah.
are the places you'll go.
Nice. But the like park benches and stuff are sentient.
I'm trying to find out. It says adults only and then copyrighted material, so.
Guess we'll never know. You
We'll
have to listen
never-
to the podcast.
We'll never know. Oh, did you just see a picture from the book?
No, I just found the title of contents. The table of contents. But I'm not going to read them, I'm just going to
You
post
walk
them.
across a vast tiled plain,
Yes.
upstairs onto a great tabletop.
And the first door says Canada pounds my butt and covers my pancakes with real maple syrup in an erotic way. Also, it is delicious.
I think you need a honey butter hoe, but
All right. We've hit Canada.
this one seems to have broken CG.
I feel a little bit like Bilbo at the end of the second Hobbit movie. Just watching Smaug fly off into the distance saying, "What have we done?
What have you done?
What have I done?"
I knew about this, but I'd never taken
A deep dive into the
To the pounding?
into the
The Bootyverse, what is it?
the
Tingleverse.
I wish it was Booty
One more, one more, and then I'm done. Pounded
I would
by the
say I'm
pound,
like
turned gay
grandma,
by the
not
socio-economic
Tingleverse.
implications of Britain leaving the European Union.
Interesting.
And that starts on page 69.
Alright,
I'm done.
One
I'm
hell
closing
of a
it.
butt,
Closing the
butt
tab.
sick.
we have entered into the.
Back to the CG verse.
I suppose that
By the way,
would be
on your
all-
resume, does it say that you're a CG artist?
No. It says I'm a loser who got kicked out of that job and now I just click buttons all day.
Well, the government has shut down my butt. Let's get back to D&D.
This is gonna be
That's actually what happens to
pounded by nothing.
these monarchs. We're gonna find all of their stuff.
Their butts are just closed for
And they're
business.
still alive. just
They all
all
died.
shit.
Their butts were too closed for business. They all died of fecal
Their
impaction.
butts just got shit. Fecal impaction. It's like what
Happens to lizards.
Yeah, it happens to like heroin addicts too.
What are you talking about,
That's the same
lizards?
thing.
What did you do to Vinny?
Explains all the needles.
Okay, so we all made it in to the room.
Before the butt closed. I'll say that when Bullard got in, he was in fact clinch.
Well, Hope is in fact pretty loose.
Did you poop on the way?
No, it's, you gotta stay loosey-goosey. If you're asleep, you're more likely to survive a car crash. If your butt's loose, you're more likely to survive a gargoyle showdown. It's in the player's handbook
Only your
somewhere.
butt.
The gargoyles turned to stone in my butt. And other short stories.
You should submit that title.
Because it can get even more D&D. Like, I sat on this throne, which was actually a gargoyle,
It was a
indistinguishable from
mimic.
the throne. And then he pounded me in the ass. While my hands were stuck to this mimic.
Okay, for the secret the white elephant party we're having, I'm buying a collection of Chuck Dinglefords.
Nice.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna put them on a thumb drive. I don't think they exist in print.
What a shame.
They have visible titles.
I'll just cut them out with a piece of paper.
No, leave it untitled. And when Emily gets it.
Yeah.
We all just don't want it.
I'm sorry, Emily.
Speak for yourself, man.
I've already got the full collection anyway. So.
I'd like to look around in the barracks.
Okay, you look around the barracks. His butts.
Are there any weapons in the barracks?
Buttresses.
No, those are outside. Okay.
Okay.
So this is.
Are there any weapons in the barracks?
There's a couple of assorted halberds and shits.
Are the shafts intact?
We have derailed the rest of our session. I
I don't see much getting done after this.
Well, it's only 9:30, folks, so we got plenty of time.
Yeah, we got a full 30 minutes.
Fun. I'm sorry, what? We got a fun.
Not even close to getting words out. It's like,
We got a funny anchor. That's it. And then we got a funny. I'm the worst. Okay.
I know that you just thought of something and then couldn't get it out.
I guess that we have to find the anchor and pound it in the blood. Okay.
I hate you so much.
I can hate me too right now. My throat hurts so much
Okay.
from laughing.
It's like Chris Tinkle.
I searched for traps.
You search for traps. In the butt.
16.
16, okay.
Okay, sorry.
I just wanted to make a D&D move.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think I'm particularly adept at searching for traps, but
You're adept at investigating.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you rolled? What'd you roll?
a 16.
Okay. There are no obvious traps that you can see with a 16.
Okay.
Were you searching only for traps, or were you like just looking around for secret things?
I mean, I was moving around in the space, making sure that nothing was obviously trapped, but like I'm not like single track minded.
Mm-hmm.
I'd notice other things too, like if
Okay.
there was clearly something cool and shiny on the wall,
Okay.
if that helps you.
What's it got on its shelves?
Your glasses are steaming up.
I don't know what's so funny. I'm just literally laughing and nothing.
I'm so sorry. Okay. There's a door in here. Ooh, skip ahead. There's a lot of beds. Some foot lockers. Like, yeah. And there's a door. In the. At the.
Hey, there's a door over
to the
here.
left.
Why don't we? I think it probably has some stairs behind it. I open the door.
Okay, there are stairs behind it.
Okay. We're headed down the stairs.
You head down the stairs.
Okay.
Everybody take a deep breath real quick. And out.
I guess I'm first down the stairs.
You are first down the stairs, uncharacteristically.
I'd right behind.
No,
Who takes up the rear?
That's impossible. I'm the vanguard.
Is it dark?
it is dark. Yes, there are no windows. You cast light, and the staircase is illuminated. It is short and sweet, and you are popped out on the upper floor of a room that has like 2 tiers.
Okay. With like the fighting pit in the middle type thing.
It's a fighting pit, but it's just like it's like a not a panopticon. I guess the inverse of a panopticon, but there's like a walkway.
Mono Uno Con.
Yeah. So there's okay. So this is a walkway. This is all a walkway.
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
is the stairs. This is a locked room. In here you can see cells.
Is there a clear way to the bottom? Like into the pit?
Yeah. There's I forgot to draw them, but there's stairs right here.
Okay. I'd like to go down the stairs and I'm going to peek into the cells to see if anyone was left behind.
There are no skeletons in the cells.
Yield Martin the Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Lost flower. No skeletons in the cells. What about living creatures?
There's like mice and stuff.
Oh, Martin the Warrior.
Yes. One of the mice has a tiny sword.
But not like a series of books?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Redwall or something like that,
Yes,
right?
Indeed.
Redwall.
Yeah.
Yes. That is like the 19th Redwall reference I've made. I've been deep in the books though, so
They're so good.
Are they good?
Yes. Everybody needs to read them.
Okay.
All right, but
there's 22 of them.
there's a lot.
Not as many as Dick Tingle,
They
but
go fast though. They go fast though.
so does Dick Tingle. I go back up the stairs and I'm going to report to my compatriots. Hey, the cells seem to be empty,
Okay, that's
which
good.
is a little suspicious, but whatever.
I mean, maybe nobody was in prison at the time.
Maybe the Gargoyles were there.
Also, this is you would know that this isn't like if
Humbug.
this is like a holding cell, like a prison, like you'd be shipped off to the mines
Mhm.
forever. Like this would be like either like this is
It's- so
like
it's a
temporary
jail.
holding or yeah, it's just a jail.
The brig.
Yeah.
I'm still suspicious.
Maybe one of the cells has a secret passage that leads downward.
That is exactly what I was suspicious of.
I want to shake and try to open the shell. The cell. Is it open?
Which one?
Either.
They're not since they're all empty. None of them are locked.
Oh, so just
You
open.
just
I mean,
open it,
yeah. So I look ridiculous trying to shake
Yeah.
them.
You shake it, you smack yourself in the face with it. Like,
Pit taps on the walls.
all right. You make tapping sounds
Yeah,
with your
in-
hands.
Investigating though.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking for like push downs.
Do you just like go through all of them? There's like 1, 2, 3, 9 cells.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 9 cells.
Let's do it.
All right. Eventually, you find in one of the cells that is below the locked room right here. So this cell, you find a almost a seam. Like there's a good chunk of the stone that is that has like not aged differently, but like weathered differently than the rest of the stone around it. There's like almost like a hairline, like seam about a third of the way into the wall. But you do not see any way to open it. This is very clearly like a secret door though.
This is a door.
Pit, what'd you say? You're kind of far away.
This is a door.
I'm gonna go waddle
We
over.
should go down there.
Yeah.
We go down there.
I'd like to lend an investigative eye to the door.
Okay.
Yeah. 16 and 6 is 22.
Okay.
I'm what I was kind of specifically doing was like searching along the seam, trying to figure out if there's a latch mechanism on the seam or if maybe one of the squares around is similarly worn to be like a latch mechanism.
Yeah. Absolutely 100% positively a door. You can see where like the wall isn't like broken down or anything, but it's definitely rough hewn. And you can see that there's a couple places along the seam that would that like look like sort of like the normal divots or blemishes in the rock face, but they actually would, if you like were able to open the door towards you, it would like
Operate as a hinge.
operate as a or like it would be a space that the door could move into.
Okay.
Or if you were gonna like turn it, it could like rest against.
Oh, is it so like a rotating door or a sliding?
No, it's just like a thick, heavy 3-dimensional door that if you like, or if you were turning it at a right angle to, or like if you were turning it perpendicular or something, you would like not be able to move it because of the size. So this wall is divoted a bit so that it could open.
Yeah. So it would appear that this door swings outwards towards us. I can't find any mechanism to pull it so that it pops to swing towards us. So maybe this is an exit from whatever space is underneath. But that's just my guess.
Well, it seems like that's the best way to go in.
Well, it's the only way to go in that we know of right now. Maybe we can search around a little more to try to find something. We can split up really quickly. I mean, this is a pretty small space. We don't have to worry about being out of earshot of each other. But if we split up to search around and look for like door handles for this space or like other doors that might lead us down. But I think that after we get all the way down below the castle, we're gonna come up out of this cell. That's my guess. So Pitt, why don't you light a candle in here just so we know that this is the same space?
What's the door made of? Stone?
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Okay. And I'm going to expand my search for a handle to just to search for other doors throughout the whole space to try to find a way down.
Okay. You don't find any obvious doors. I will remind you that there's a locked room. Like this isn't a walkway all around. It's a walkway over 3 of the 4 sides, and then right here next to the stairwell is a locked room.
Okay, so that's the other way.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily the other way there. It's just like
It's another avenue.
Yes, it's-
in this room.
when we came in this room, we went down to check the cells, and then there was another way out, which is that locked door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's.
Well, it's 2 locked doors. Like you can tell. Like this is a room. Like this is all walkway, and then this is like a wall.
Okay.
How easy is the lock?
So this is all the walkways,
Mhm.
and then this is a room.
Can
So it's
Lydia
closed off.
open the lock? I mean, is
Yes, is can open the lock. So let that one. You. Oh dear. Is struggling with the lock. Maybe we should think of some other things.
Can we pry it open? What type of door is it?
Or bust it down?
Yeah.
It's a
Bust it.
it's a metal door. You know from the map that this is the armory.
ooh.
So this is seeing as it's like close to the jail. It's easy access for the guards, but also would be kind of hard to break into.
Is there like a...
Wait a minute. Can't your friend disappear?
It doesn't work like that. They have to be able to see where they're going.
Is there a...
Really?
I hope so.
How do you see through walls?
Oh no, but you've seen them go around things like no.
No. In order to materialize them.
Oh.
Like, I can't just, like, stand on this side of the door and be like, alright,
There's a spell for that.
materialize on the other side of the door.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is there
Darn.
But if you could see it,
If I could see through the lock, then yes.
is there like a hanging padlock or is it like a
It's-
built-in?
it's like a deadlock.
Okay.
Or a dead bolt.
Yeah. Then I won't try to freeze it.
If there's like a hole that I can peek through, then.
Also,
maybe.
there's like one of those like
I knew I should've
sliding
taken-
thingies like
Oh,
in the
yeah.
metal door. So there's a wooden slidey thingy that you
Okay.
could peek out of,
Okay.
or maybe break and then peek into.
Yeah. I'll do that. And then I'll have tail tattle materialize.
Can we slide it?
You can bust it. It's a wooden piece. You
Well,
just...
I'm too short to punch
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I'm assuming that I just
I'm
use
not
my
going
mage
to
hand to,
command
like.
one of these guys to punch it.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean, if he needs to see in and he can't
So,
see in, one of us will bust it.
Yeah.
Powder mage hands is open.
Yeah. Mage hand.
Oh.
I've got
Um,
hands for days.
Mm-hmm.
2 days specifically. And one of them is magical.
Bless
Yeah.
you.
Bless you.
I hope that doesn't spread to you, Aiden.
There you go, man.
Thank you.
So, I instruct Tail Tattle to look for some way to open it from the other side. Unlock it, maybe.
Okay.
He's not very strong, so he can't, like, force.
Well,
He can.
could he flip like a heavy deadbolt?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
he can open the door.
Okay.
The
Cool.
door is open.
He opens the
You
door.
guys are in an armory that also seems to have served as like a captain's, like maybe not like room, but
Does
office.
he have clothes in here?
Clothes?
Does he have a cape?
I'd like to.
No, and unless not like
I
like
have one.
not a bedroom, like just like an
Okay.
office. Like there's
Okay.
a couple maps, like some like
Maps, you say?
note maybe like notes to self, or like things that would have been notes to self and have since faded, some pens, and there's a lot of there are many weapons on the walls. There's shields, axes, halberds, swords, all
Anything
manner
with
of
jewels?
no jewels. Everything is well made, but quite simply, it's just sort of like it's the stock room for the guards stuff, or the guards like issued weapons. If there was something more valuable, it would probably be in the footlockers in the guards like barracks, like in their personal effects.
Are there any darts?
Yeah, there's darts. You guys can stock up on
I
weaponry.
have a shield.
Yes.
Don't you still need a shield?
No, I bought one.
Oh,
Oh, that's the cheese wheel.
yes. That's in my notes.
Did you?
I have like the characters listed.
If I didn't buy a shield, which I have a shield, so I presume I bought one.
You got a shield, I remember.
Yeah. Anything else of note or value here?
Look.
Okay, I investigate the office for any pertinent information that might help us down into the basement.
If everybody wants to roll perception, I'll just take a group.
Mine was 15.
14.
12.
Yeah, but it's 11 if it's perception.
Okay.
Mine was 3.
Well, the group does okay because of you two. So, congrats. So the desk has notes to self. You find a ring of keys, a vial of presumably like healing potion. You find in a lower drawer a decanter of liquor that's somehow still doing okay, like see somebody's secret stash. You find
Oh shoot, I have a crowbar. I could have wedged it.
We'll have to wait till rebar.
Nice.
and you find like a leather bound like journal.
Ooh, a journal. I'm gonna chuck it at Crowder. Hey, read this.
Okay. I read it.
Okay, it is a daily log of the captain of the guard. We can go through the the individual like entries later.
Yeah. So it's just like Captain's log.
Yeah. Yeah. But like
Yeah.
land bound.
Okay.
But there's like a basically like the equivalent of a password section in the back where he's just like scribbled little notes to himself.
Okay.
And in that you find a series of rectangles that looks really kind of suspiciously like the layout of the cells below you.
Okay.
And the one where you found the door is shaded in.
Mm-hmm.
You find a series of like numbers and letters. Looks kind of like a codex.
Are we gonna get into Diagon Alley?
No. And you
Excuse me.
there's a note that just said that just says third sword.
Third sword. Wait, sorry. Third sword.
Are there 3 swords hanging?
There are a lot of swords. There's at least like 10 or 12 on one wall.
Third.
I just go hit them all.
Hit them?
Yeah, like ba-ding, ba-ding. If they clang, I don't care.
As you beding all of them, you notice that one just dings. It doesn't do the buh. So like, whereas like if you just like, if there's like swords mounted by the hilt, they would move. One just doesn't move.
That's it. Probably that's the
It
third
is the
sword.
third from the right.
There we are.
Hmm.
Process of elimination.
I guess we pull that one, push it.
Real good.
Yeah.
Grab him by the hilt.
Okay.
Maybe,
Grasp it
lift
firmly.
it up and down a little bit.
Yeah. You do that. That sounds like a you thing to do.
You gotta pull the sword out of the stone.
What? No, just pull on the hilt.
Yeah, it's a money shot, baby.
Mage hand, pulling. It can only move 10 pounds though, so.
So the sword doesn't come out of the scabbard or anything. Instead, if you apply like pressure to the hilt, it has some pressure. Like it almost doesn't. You can like feel the metal like not give until it just like clicks forward into place, and you hear a low rumbling sound beneath you.
I think I did it. Let's go check it out.
We hear a low rumbling sound beneath us.
Like
Like a-
scraping or like a earthquakey?
yeah.
Kind of earthquakey, but on a smaller scale.
Oh, yikes. Okay. I final like just glance around the room, make sure there's nothing. We've got the keys. How many keys are there? Like dozens.
There's like 10.
Okay.
It's a lot of keys.
And there's 9 cells. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this door we busted through.
Yeah.
Presumably one of them goes to the armory. One might go to the guard barracks. They're all kind of rusty.
Indeed.
But point is, there's not
One
enough.
might even be for the chest.
For every
in
cell?
In the hall.
But
There could
there's,
be
but there's not enough to unlock all of the footlockers in the.
could be a skeleton key.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I go back down to check on the exit.
You see that the candle that Pitt placed in the cell has been blown out as because there's now a bit of a draft in this room. The door that you guys found has swung open, seems a little bit too like well oiled. It seems to have like ground, like almost like a slow machine, like a piece of machinery has incrementally opened up, and is now just a dark gaping doorway in the back of the cell.
You said there's a draft?
Yes,
Which way is it going?
it's coming in and out of the door.
Already
It's
the
now
dodge
open.
action.
Breathing.
Yes, and
That
it's
feels familiar.
and we'll just leave that there. Sorry for all the sorry for the shenanigans today.
That's okay.
No, that was mostly me.
That was a joke. Sorry, no one caught my joke, but it was draft.
I'm sure it was very
I was
fun.
readying the dodge action
Oh.
for the draft.
Okay.
Oh, you're done
Well
with the
done.
draft. I see.
Nice.
I know.
That's too big brain for me.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, too smart for me.
Sorry.
You gotta dumb it down a little bit, man.
You gotta tingle it better.
Yeah. Need to get on
Alright,
the
take another 500 experience points.
Where are we at?
Rad.
I don't know.
We're at 42.
I'm at 37.